What kind of message? Do you see where that's a mixed message that you're sending her? So the times that she's not with you, well, Daddy takes me to McDonald's, so it must be okay. You're sending her a very mixed message. You're sending me a very mixed message about that too. I would be very confused if every time you saw me you put me on a scale but then took me out for a steak dinner.
If I had her for any appreciable amount of time, then I would make sure that her caloric intake was extremely lowered.
But if you're
that would not be her normal diet. In the little bit of time that I have with her, I don't have the opportunity to do much teaching. All we have really is to be with each other and enjoy each other's company and go to places and have fun together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to fit all of that into our brief 8 hours that we have together. So, I mean, we're pretty much like hugging each other and hoping to make the best of what we have together.
Mm-hmm.
If we could only have more time, then what you're saying is exactly true. I would absolutely make sure that her caloric intake went down.
My recommendation would be stop weighing your child.
Well, then how am I supposed to know how much she weighs?
Why do you need to know how much she weighs?
Because it's my concern that she's getting obese.
But then you're not following through with your concern.
It's actually a legal concern. It's not just a health concern.
Listen.
It's a legal concern because her mother's permitting her to get this obese.
But
I'm not doing it. I'm not. I only have 8 hours on a week.
You're taking her to McDonald's. You're giving her energy drinks.
I respectfully disagree.
You're more than welcome to disagree.
Okay.
But I'm telling you that your actions are inappropriate. You're sending mixed signals to your child. You need to stop one or stop the other. You're telling me it's too difficult to plan meals and find things that your child will eat, then you need to stop weighing her. That is a humiliation factor that we're also going to be informing the judge you're doing. And discussing.
It's not meant to be a humiliation factor.
But she's 7.5. You're treating her inappropriately. You're telling her that you're concerned about her weight and that she needs to work on it. That is not appropriate to be doing with your child. Not appropriate. So,
well, what should I say after weighing her?
Don't weigh her. Don't weigh her. She's getting weighed at her doctor's office every year when she has a physical. If the nurse at school is concerned, the nurse at the school can weigh her. You don't need to weigh her. You're not a medical practitioner. You don't know why she may be gaining weight. You're not in the mother's home to see what's going on in the mother's home. Stop weighing her is my high recommendation, and it's going to be put in a report to the judge that we are highly recommending that you stop weighing this child and stop discussing her weight with her. That's how you end up with a child who's 16, 17, 18, 30, 40 that has major self-image and weight issues. You shouldn't be doing it. Don't discuss her weight with her. Don't weigh her. If you're so concerned about her eating choices, help her find other things, and then if she really likes it, send the recipe home with her and say, hey, maybe you and Mommy can make this week too. That's appropriate. That's creating a healthy lifestyle for your child and healthy relationships with both parents. That's what
I want her to have a healthy relationship with both parents.
And that's what you should be doing. And so it shouldn't be, I'm concerned about your weight, you really need to work on this, because that's sending her a negative image about her own body, sending her a negative message about how her mother is feeding her.
I'm not trying to humiliate her. I'm trying to encourage her.
But you're not thinking it all
I'm trying to encourage her
to the far side of that equation. You're not thinking all the way through to the far side of that equation. If you are talking to a 7.5-year-old and putting her on a scale every time you see her and then having a discussion with her about her weight, she's putting that in her head in the manner that a 7-year-old does on fat. And that's what she's going to carry throughout her life.
Is it possible that whatever her mother is giving her is making her gain weight?
It's possible that she's going to hit a growth spurt, and all children put on a little bit of weight before they have a growth spurt.
Do you suppose that the medicine?
She might put 10 pounds
because
on, and
she didn't weigh this much before her mother took her. She weighed 80 pounds, and in a matter of months, she ballooned up to 103.
It's possible she's going to have a growth spurt soon. My daughter did that. She'd put 10 pounds on, get all chunky and punched out, and then she'd shoot up 2 inches and thin right back out. If the doctor was concerned about her weight, the doctor would be discussing her weight. The doctor has not been discussing her weight.
Well, I'm concerned because I'm her father.
Yes, I understand that. But the way you're showing your concern is not appropriate.
How else would I know?
Why do you need to weigh her? If she looks
I'm
touchy,
concerned
she
about her
looks touchy.
health.
So why do you need to know the exact number?
Not the exact number, the trend.
This is excessive. I would like you to stop weighing her, period, and to stop discussing her weight with her, period. I feel that this is inappropriate. Well, you know, we're not going to McDonald's. It's not a healthy place to eat.
Make some home chicken nuggets.
Yes. Not going to McDonald's. We can make chicken nuggets at home. We're not going to be doing McDonald's. It's not a healthy place to eat, and I don't want to take you somewhere that's not healthy. I want to help you learn healthy ways to eat. The time you spend with her is the time you spend with her.
That's essentially.
What's happening the other 6.5 days a week is not your business to question her about. You should not be questioning your child about what's going on at home, what's going on at school.
Not even what's going on at school?
You can ask her how her day is, what do you like about school, but you should not be questioning her.
I mean, I can ask her how she's doing in school,
yes.
right?
But you should not be questioning her. Alright, so basically what it comes down to today is your time with your daughter is your time with your daughter. It's not your time to discuss with her any concerns you have about her weight, her eating habits, her medication, her doctor visits, or what occurs at her mother's home. You should not be questioning your child, period.
Yeah, most of that I don't. I mean, I do ask her about school.
That's fine.
And when she mentioned to me that she was, I mean, I didn't ask her, she mentioned to me that she was getting a pill initially, so then I followed up on it. I wanted to know more about it.
Yes, but you took it to a level that was inappropriate. Put a seed in there, and that seed flowered into a nice big plant, and now we're going to have to figure out a way to, you know, delicately remove all the roots of that plant from her brain, because this is an issue for her.
Is she still taking the medicine?
Yes.
Yeah.
She has to take the medication at this point. And a lot of these medications aren't things that you can just simply stop taking.
I don't expect her to stop taking it. I just want to know what it is. I think if her mother had only told me, A, that she was taking medication and what it was, then I would never have been so concerned. Then I would never have been so concerned and not known.
But in the past, have you and Miss Kaylee been able to discuss these types of things in a calm, appropriate adult manner?
Absolutely. Absolutely. But Suzanne, she's apparently just felt that she owns Anya. I have no say in the matter, and I should have no say in the matter.
You have no say in the matter.
Well, legally I don't have a say in the matter. Biologically, she is my daughter, and I should have a say in the matter.
But legally, the judge has decided that you don't have a say in the matter, that Miss Kaylee is the one that gets to make these decisions, and the judge has not ordered Miss Kaylee to have to give you any of this information. So legally,
let me just ask
you're not entitled to it.
Let me ask you a quick question. If a person were to bring their child to, say, a daycare center for 8 hours, don't you think it's incumbent upon them to tell the daycare center what medications that child might be on?
No.
Not at all.
Not if they don't have a concern that there's going to be a side effect that needs to be addressed.
Okay. If that's what you're saying, then I accept it. I mean, I always thought that if your child's on a medication that could have symptoms or something, that the daycare center should know.
Could have symptoms or something. That's the parent's decision whether they feel like sharing that information with the other people involved in that child's life.
Well, I don't know if you know what this medicine is, but you would know if it has symptoms or side effects. And if it does, and she didn't tell me that she's being given it, I think that's wrong.
Well, whether we know what it is or not, we can't discuss anything with that with you because you're not entitled to any information legally. So we can't even hint at being aware of anything because you're not entitled to have that information.
So it could be Flintstones vitamins, right?
Could be Flintstones vitamins, could be Valium, could be birth control pill, could be anything. Not entitled to the information.
They would give a birth control pill to my daughter?
I'm making it very clear that I'm not giving you any indication as to what type of medication this child may or may not be on because you are not legally entitled to any of that information. And then we just have that one other thing to discuss. Off you go.
Did you... Now, you're saying that Anya has been diagnosed with PPD and NOS.
PDD.
I know, I apologize.
5 years ago when she was 2 years old, yeah.
Okay. So, you believe that diagnosis to be true?
At the time.
At the time?
Yes, I've read up on it, and it says that such a diagnosis can be ephemeral and preliminary. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a permanent.
So you don't believe that now?
I am not sure. I mean, everything I can see in my daughter seems like she's gifted, she's articulate, she doesn't have any developmental delays, in my observation.
So she could be bright and articulate and still have developmental delays.
And when you had called in the original report, that's what you had said, that Anya has been diagnosed with PDD, NOS, and requires a higher level of supervision.
Right.
So, you're saying that you don't believe it, but...
You're contradicting yourself again,
Exactly.
right? You
I'm
made
not
the report,
contradicting myself. I said she was diagnosed with that, and I am concerned.
That you don't feel it's appropriate because she's bright and
That,
articulate.
combined with whatever medicine her mother might be giving her, could be confusing her. But the point, the raw point, is that my daughter was found outside, wandering out of a locked apartment. That's what I was reporting more than anything else.
No, I just wanted to... You're saying that you don't think anything's wrong, but yet you described her on the hotline.
That's right.
And that's what you described
That
her
is
as.
correct.
Okay.
Yes.
What is your goal as a parent?
To take care of my daughter.
Okay. What other goals do you have? Because that's an immediate goal. Let's go long term. What is your goal as a parent?
That is my goal.
To take care of your daughter for the rest of her life?
Until she's able to take care of herself.
Because, ask me that question.
What?
What is your goal as a parent? Ask me.
To take care of my daughter.
You ask me.
Mrs.
Green, what is your
goal as a parent?
My goal as a parent is to raise a happy and healthy adult who can take care of themselves.
Right.
Happy and healthy to take care of themselves. That is what your goal as a parent should be.
Well, it is.
But your actions around your child are not actions that are going to create a happy and healthy adult. Your child is overhearing statements, internalizing those statements as this is how my daddy feels about me.
About her? No, I think she's the greatest person in the world. I tell her that all the time.
But
I say you're the most wonderful daughter in the world, the most beautiful person.
But these other things are going into her brain as well. These other things that she overhears, your actions, your behaviors towards her, are the things that she's internalizing as well. It's just like if you took a bag of potato chips and crumpled them all up and then shook it over a strainer. A lot of those are going to stay in the strainer, and a lot of that's going to fall through. The things that you don't even realize you're doing and saying to your child are those chunks that are staying inside that strainer. You need to become more aware of those chunks. As a parent and as a human being, you need to be aware of the effect those chunks are having on your child, and the negative effect that that's going to have on your parental goal to raise a happy and healthy adult. That's where you need to begin. These are the concerns that have come up so far. We're addressing them with you. We expect these concerns to cease and desist at this point. Well, maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea for you to take a parenting class. They're offered free. Right now, I think the YMCA is running one. You can join at any time. It's $10 to buy the workbook that goes along with it. It's a 10-week program, I believe. And you can call the YMCA and get the details about that. And they can help you understand childhood development, what's appropriate at different ages, how to address subjects with your children. And that only looks good to a judge, that you're willing to take that on yourself and learn more. Only going to look good to the judge. So I thoroughly recommend that.
All right, so do you have any questions?
Well, just what I had mentioned.
Well, again, we're not releasing that information.
Okay, well then I don't know if I have any other questions. Any suggestions what kind of questions I should have?
No.
Suggestions are, go sign up for the YMCA parenting program. Stop weighing your daughter. Stop with the sodas, caffeine, energy drinks.
All right, so that's all that we have at this point, so we're clear. Okay.